Welcome back from that break. This is still the press on KAFTAN television, and we are reaching you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am being joined by Richard Oriri, who is a public affairs analyst, live in the studio, to help us analyze some of the headlines that's made it to our national dailies. You're highly welcome and happy weekend, happy Friday, happy Christmas, happy everything in advance. Let me be the first to wish you because I don't know.
Christmas has been smelling since 1 month ago, but he's very close to
very close, very close.
And you are looking Xmas.
I am already.
I pray you have a bag of rice in your house now.
No. I'm coming. I've already positioned myself. I'm spending it in your house.
Many Nigerians will not even have one.
The rice, chicken, turkey, because on the headline today we are told that turkey is being sold for 130,000 naira. So I'm coming to your house to come and eat turkey, and that's
someone came to price my wife's turkey. The person was pricing 80,000. My wife said, "For what? You know how many? You know how long I've been feeding this turkey."
It is well. I'm glad to have you join me in the studio this morning. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Let's begin right away with some of the headlines that's made it to our national dailies, and let's begin with this. Dangote. Dangote said he wants to do Christmas. He wants to do Christmas giveaway for Nigerians, and at that he slashed the price of PMS to 899 naira 50 kobo. Now, is this the light at the end of the tunnel we've been craving and waiting for? Is this it?
So that is part of his social responsibility angle of his business. He has been taking so much from the people.
Nice.
And in a time like this, at least he has to get back to the society as well.
Okay. So,
and Dangote, this is not new. It's not new. He has been doing this. Even the communities where Dangote cement, they are in operation, like the one in Abajana. If you go to Benue State, that's what's the name of this place? Dangote cement company in. The one in Benue, I've forgotten the name of the place. He used to reach out to the communities like that by giving them rice and some other people, even drilling boreholes for them. And if you don't do that, social responsibility and go to your business, you will not have good relationship with the community where you are operating. And by this, at least customers, people, the same people he's reaching out to, they are the ones patronizing his business. So they will see that relationship there, and it's a business strategy, and he's using that to cement the relationship between the people and his business to keep going on with them, and he's making to make them to have a trust as well with him. So it's a strategic decision.
So after the Christmas, what happened?
We call it marketing strategy.
Marketing strategy.
And most of these goods you give to them, even if it is rice, you will see it, you will label it. Dangote rice, Dangote tomato.
So the thing is, are we going back to the normal price after the festive period, or it has to continue?
Is it?
Are we going back to the old price after the festive period, or you just have to, remain at 899 naira?
Since he knows that he's a Nigerian, and majority of his patronizers, they are Nigerians, and if you really want to help them, because every one of us, we are seeing how the economy is biting hard on everybody.
Yeah.
If you go to the road, even a motor park now, you hardly see 1 or 2 vehicles loading per day to any states, meaning the number of persons traveling for this Xmas is very, very low. And that's enough to tell us that there's serious problem on the ground. So if Dangote can use this opportunity to say, I am reaching out to Nigerians, I want to help in my own way. It must not be government. By reducing prices of his goods and other services, it will help Nigerians, and Nigerians will applaud him for that. If he do that, it will be good. But he has to sit with the board of directors to take that decision. If they do that, it will be very well. To go down well with Nigerians.
If it's pegged at 899 naira, Nigerians will even say, can't it go below that? I'm not talking about the festive period now. Like, I mean, the normal price is it not better, or is there no way it can be stabilized to a lower price, except
it depends. If what they use in refining the crude is low, the price, there's no how they will go below their cost price. The cost price is what is making them to be selling at the rate they are selling now. If the cost price of production is 500 naira, there's no how they would not have reasons for to be selling petrol for 700 naira or 650 naira. But if the cost price of production is around 900 naira, there's no how they will sell below 1,000, because they are in the business to make profit. So if your cost price of production is 900 naira and you are selling for 800 naira, who is at loss? Before you know it, your business will fold. So I don't blame them for that. But until you see that the cost price of production is low. If it's low, maybe that will be the collaboration between them and the government that is selling this crude to them. If government is selling crude, maybe not in dollar, in naira, and the price is down, it's low, then after production, after refining it and then turning it to petrol, maybe they will see that yes, there's a little difference for us that will enable us to at least sell at this rate to help Nigerians, then make profit as well. They can never sell below cost price that will make them to be at loss. That is not business. All right, that's not business. What they are doing now is purely business, and that is why we are buying the way we are buying it. And that means you're not just an analyst, you're also a business man. In politics, you know, there's no how you separate economy from politics. That's why they call there's a particular this in the political side they call political economy. You can't separate the two from each other. They are one. They are one. The moment the economy sneezes, the political system catches cold. Once the economy sneezes, the political system will catch cold. The politics cannot survive without economy. Okay. You understand? They are like this. They are interwoven. Well, that's a good one. Now there is this headline on First News newspaper that says Rep donates 704.91 million naira half-year salary to Tinubu for vulnerable Nigerians. And I want to ask these vulnerable Nigerians. The question is, will it get to them, or how does it impact or affect the life of ordinary vulnerable Nigerians? What they are doing is politics. Yes. What the honorable members have done is politics. And okay, explain to us how. It's politics and it's strategic. What is there is that reaching out to the executive is in a way telling the executive to see that they should equally be reaching out to them. If we have these rep members, all of them, they come from a particular federal constituency. Of course. Why not put that salary that you are giving to the president together and take it to your own constituency and use it to reach out to the people? Or the Speaker of the House of Representatives can mandate all members of the House to say, put from so amount, bring between so amount to so amount, put them together and go back to your constituency, look for the vulnerable ones within your constituency and use it to better their life. Okay. They can equally do that and do it by themselves and use that passion that I am reaching out to my people, the particular people voting for you. You will not have any sentiment in doing what you will do. You are just going to do it genuinely, and in a way again you will equally reap from what you have done to them. Shifting it to the president, how truthful will the president use what they are giving to him? Who are the people that the president will hand over this money they are giving to him to reach out to the poor Nigerians? Who are the people will he give it to that will use it better? And at the end of the day, will he get to the that will use it better than the rep members who will go to their constituency and they know those who really need these things within their constituencies. They are the right people to do this, not the president. So that is why I say,
like, you think this is like an eye service, or
that is why I say it's political. And it's a way of
trying to impress the executive.
Peter to people.
Exactly.
You get
Oh well, viewers, at this point our phone lines are now open.
There are too many ways of political propaganda.
Well, viewers, at this point our phone lines are now open.
Except you are vigilant.
Call in to join the
conversation. Except you are vigilant and intelligent before you know that what this person is doing is propaganda.
Oh really? Politics seems to be a game, like you
serious game. Serious game.
Because you have a point.
You will be a master strategy in politics if you are if you love chase.
But then at the end of the day, do you think these things will get to the vulnerable Nigerians? Because like you rightly stated, they are the closest to their constituents. They are the closest to their people. So
even if the president has to give to the vulnerable Nigerian, there should be the right people, the president, to channel this
true.
To take it to them.
Exactly, because
they are the Nigerians. And that is why you see, in the Nigeria of today, our parliament, the House of Representatives, they are in charge of appropriation, not the Senate. Because this appropriation is money, this money is for the people. And the Constitution have seen the House of Representative members as the true representative of the people, who will watch over this fund for the people, not the Senate. The Senate is not in charge of appropriation. According to our law, it's the House of Representative members that are in charge of appropriation. How you spend the public fund is the House of Rep members that have the power to question you. You get it? So they are the direct representative of the people. And anything of this nature should pass through them to the people. So not through the president. That is it's not right. It's not a right decision.
All right. Thank you, Roshado. Now let's move to Court seizes Emefele's linked warehouse containers in Ogun. We are seeing another Basbos. Is it Basbos or another woo from Emefele aside the 700 and something building? And do you think that's where the story ends, or more investigation? Should more investigation be carried out?
This one is where?
Ogun State.
Ogun State.
Warehouse containers in Ogun State. Yes.
Warehouse containers in Ogun State.
Yes, are linked to Emefele. Do you think if more investigations should be done, that there's probably more that we're not even aware of?
Have they shown us the ones they have seen in Lagos?
They haven't, anyways.
Have they shown us the ones they have seen in Delta, where the Emefele come from? Okay, so there is still more
to unfold. More to unfold.
And in Abuja is just one. That is a 753
buildings,
duplexes. You understand?
Yes.
In one session, they have not told us what Emefele has in Maitama, in Asokoro, in Use, all these choice areas. This one is one bush where he was able to catch that portion of land. The ones he acquired within the choice areas in the city, they've not released those ones to us. And how much cash he has in banks,
both in dollar and naira.
Both in dollar and naira. And how many GP tanks that he has stockpiled dollars in his in the different houses, or how many of his houses that has underground with safe stock with dollars. They have not shown us all those ones. And it's not just Emefele alone, applicable to many Nigerians. So
many Nigerians are public office holders. Many
Nigerians, because most of these politicians, they don't even keep the money themselves. They are keeping it with business people. They keep it with contractors. You understand? So many Nigerians, they keep it with bureau de change. They keep it with so many people. It's not only Emefele. Emefele is just a citizen.
One out of many.
He's just a citizen. One out of over 230-something million Nigerians.
Indeed. Quite interesting. But then, at the end of the day, what is the expectation with all these discoveries all these there's properties and stolen is a public fund that the EFCC and other agencies are making out of Emefiele. What is your expectation? What do you think will end all of it?
I have confidence in the new chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. And why I say I have confidence in him is that I don't know him before until he was announced chairman of EFCC. But after going through his profile, I see that he is a pastor.
He is.
That he's a pastor. One of my friends even told me that anybody that they mention pastor, that I should be very careful with the person, because they use the name pastor now to even do dubious things.
Exactly.
If not that, as a pastor, I think whatever he has gathered from these criminals will be used well for Nigerians, and he will channel it to the appropriate angle. Unlike before, that after EFCC recover funds or properties from criminals, they still push it to their government appointees. To those who appointed them in government, into government, they are superior, they are august. You understand? One or two persons must recommend you before the appointment.
Of course.
And even the person who have appointed you, you have to be loyal to the person. So they normally channel this proceeds to them. But as a pastor, I think he will see that he will have reasons to say, what I am doing, I am not doing it on behalf of the person who appointed me. I'm not doing it on behalf of the person who have recommended me, but I am doing it on behalf of Nigerians. On behalf of Nigerians.
All right.
And he will be looking at the Constitution as the guiding principle.
All right, please give me a moment. We have a caller here. Good morning. It's glad to have you join us on the show.
Thank you, Mercy. Sir Richard. Good morning. You are on to SMD from Lagos.
SMD from Lagos. Glad to have you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sir Richard. Thank you very much for your wonderful analysis. Let me quickly respond to the Dangote slashes the price of the premium motor spirit. It's a good effort, and to me, like Richard mentioned, it's a corporate angle. I mean, corporate social responsibility angle, which I expect many companies, without calling their name, because of the commercializing aspect of it. I would not mention them, but we have many companies that are household producers, which I expect them to do the same, even if they may not slash price, let's say 100%, I mean 60%, 20%, at least for this festive period, they should do that. And also, let me call on Nigerians, especially those who are wealthy, richer, be it a Muslim or a Christian, assisting brothers in this situation, believing me, is a wonderful thing to do. We should learn and emulate from the teaching of the Holy Prophet of Islam. Let's keep the believer side, but it's a human being. You understand? This situation is very hard. So if a Muslim who is richer can assist his fellow Christian brother or sister to at least to put a smile in their family's face, especially in this festive periods of time, believing me, it's going to be a very, very good achievement to the nation. And like you said, yeah, politics is a game. It's a game, of course, really it's a game. But then the elected officials should learn that. It's a game of interest, game of emotion, and then a lot of things need to put on deck. And then I don't know how to put it. Sometimes I ask myself, are these our representatives for real? Because sometimes they use their weight, their strength, and energy toward wrong direction instead of not to do the needful. Honestly speaking, I hope and pray other sister companies, without mentioning their name because of the commercial aspect of it, they will do the same, especially those that are manufacturing household products. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
From Lagos, and I wish you all.
Thank you very much, and have yourself a wonderful day. I think I have to correct an impression when he said politics is a game of interest, not of personal interest of the people who have voted you into the office. But then there is this land revocation case. You know, there's lately we have been demolishing places and houses since he got into office, and now land revocation storm. Wike decision hits Buhari Foundation and others. I think there is another headline that made mention of Abbas Akume Onoge land title. To me and to many Nigerians, this look dramatic. How do you feel about it?
Let me react to what my friend from Lagos said. If you see Nigeria today, you see that there's so much poverty. A lot. So much poverty.
Of course.
Look at the wife of former
Oni of
Ife. What she tried to do.
Exactly. I think we are going to get to that. About 45 minors were confirmed dead.
You understand? The moment she made the announcement that she was going to reach out to the poor, the venue she mentioned was overcrowded already, even before she gets to the place. Showing clearly that people are hungry.
Exactly.
They know she was going to give food, and they went there for the food. It's not her fault. I heard the police arrested her for this and for that. It's not her fault. She called that she wants to reach out to the poor. That's what she normally do. And for the fact that the number of persons who are hungry in Nigeria today, they are much. They have to overcrowd the place. And the moment the place was overcrowded, there must be stampede. Even if she could not put up, okay, she's running a charity organization. Okay, if you say they should call police or call this person to come and help her control crowd and all of that, they will ask her to pay. They will ask her to pay. Maybe this food that she wants to give to these poor people, poor Nigerians now, one NGO, foreign NGO has given her the food, not cash, to go and give to poor people. And you, as a police officer, if we ask you to come and form security for her, you will request that she should pay you.
Exactly.
That is done. That is what they do here in Nigeria. So maybe she has no strength, no power to bring in police inside to help her. But to see how she can gather these people and give them this food to go home and eat. So anybody threatening that woman, God will not be happy with the person. It's an accident and it has happened. The people that lost their life, it's not to her joy. It's not to the joy of any Nigerian that any living being, anybody created by God should die in such a situation. That death should be a shame to all of us Nigerians and our leaders. Should be a shame because they died of hunger. It was hunger that made them to die, not the woman. So the insult, the embarrassment is to us as a nation. So to us as a nation. And what has happened, the global world, they have seen it, that there's so much hunger in Nigeria. You read meaning from what has happened immediately. Once you listen to the news, you know why they die. So now I'm coming to Wike's land revocation.
But then, what do you think should be done, moving forward, so to prevent things like this, occurrences like this? Because I was going to get to that headline.
So moving forward for prevention. For prevention, that is what I mentioned. For prevention is for government to step up. Governance is about making life meaningful for the people. Making life meaningful for the people. You make provision for all these things. Like now, if you see the crowd in one state, if you see that crowd, you see that the middle class, there is nothing like middle class anymore. In Nigeria, generally.
Wait, give me a moment. Just give me a moment.
So much
class. Good morning. If you can hear me. Good morning. Glad to have you on the show.
Thank you. I just want to contribute to the program, right? It's very unfortunate that happened in New York the other time when a philanthropist want to give society, and unfortunately that incident happened. It shows the level of poverty in the land, and it shows how people are feeling about the economy generally. So I just pray God Almighty to repose the soul of the dead ones. And I want government to please do something about this economy. It's really like that. People are hungry. People are hungry. Government to do the needful. That's my contribution.
All right. Thank you. And have yourself a wonderful day. So please, back to you, Rashad Oriri. You were saying something. You were saying government should step up their game. Now that drives us into the 2025 budget. that has just passed.
It talks about the revocation of land.
Yes, but then yes, I want us to talk about this budget, because let's see the particular area, it as our focus, the main target of the budget, and let's see if in a way it's going to address this hunger, because it is themed the budget of restoration, peace and worth, but restoration overall. And now so far the military got the highest allocation, about 800 and something billion.
What?
The military got the highest allocation of the budget.
4.something trillion.
Exactly. So then going forward, to prevent things like this from happening, because there is hunger in the land, there is insecurity and the rest of it, do you think that budget, how would you assess that 2025 budget?
Yes, the budget analysis from the little I have done, the direction of the government is in order.
Is in order.
If they will use what they have, they have a mark for the different ministries and agencies judiciously, they will make use of it in a way that it is pronounced and in line with the president's plan. Then I think it will be well. See, defense has 4.something trillion, the highest.
Yes.
Education too, and agric, even health. Defense covers many things.
Okay.
Defense covers many things, and if you want to check the strength of any nation, you look through their budget. What is their thinking towards the defense of the country? Even that we are having food insecurity, most of the challenges of food insecurity is coming from the angle of defense.
Okay.
And again, if the one channeled towards the defense of the country can be used judiciously well, insecurity is in many angles. Insecurity in the food sector. Now farmers from Benue to Nasarawa to Plateau to Kaduna to Zamfara to everywhere, to Abia State to Enugu, Anambra, farmers, they are finding it difficult to go to their farms.
Due to insecurity.
Due to insecurity.
Okay.
And there's no enough food again for the people to feed. If they can face that challenge and ensure that Nigerian farmers can go to their farms freely, then next year will be better.
Okay, but then some experts have said some experts fear budget may not deliver tangible gains.
The reason why they are exercising that fear is when you look at the precedents set, you will see reasons to say this budget might not give us result.
Okay.
We have been hearing bogus budget every year, but do we have any tangible effect of the budget?
No, exactly.
That is why sometimes I say it's like our budget from state, not just federal government budget, even state budget. It's like they are doing this budget for their own pocket.
So then what's the hope that this one would deliver? Because
the hope that this one will deliver now is one, proper accountability. Every one of us will have to gear up to watch and make sure they give us account of 1 naira spent or 1 naira channeled towards the revamping or the initiative of a policy initiative of every agency or ministry. There's no accountability in Nigeria. Both vertical accountability, diagonal accountability, and all the accountability angle of democracy. We have not achieved one. The executive, the judiciary, the legislature, they are not checking the executive SSCs. This oversight function of the legislature, recently they turned it to business. Instead of making sure that these agencies in charge of these areas, in fact, they are friends. Both the executive and the legislature now, they are very good friends.
Okay.
You understand? You rub my back, I rub your back.
Okay.
Against the public. Against the Nigerian people.
But is it supposed to be
it's not supposed to be like that. So now another area again, since the vertical angle of accountability, which is this arm of government checking the other arm checking the other arm, is not working well for us. We want to employ to charge EFCC to come in. EFCC led by this our pastor now should come in to help Nigerians. And we have to charge our media. That's the diagonal angle of accountability. Media, CSO, civil society organizations, to help Nigerians. And the vertical angle the accountability angle of democracy, the vertical angle to it is the voters, the electorate, the Nigerians, who are the voters. Now we are going towards 2027 election. Anyone that is not doing what you have elected him or her to do, vote them out. Vote them out. And again, EFCC and the judges in our court should help Nigerians. Anyone that is found wanting and taken to court, court should not just use to say this one is my friend, or this person is the person who have made me to be the judge today, because judges, they are appointed.
Exactly.
The person who have made me to be judge today, he has close relation or affiliation, he has a political affiliation with this person. So for that reason, I will not hurt this person, not to hurt that person. Because Nigerian judges, they give judgment based on their own concept of their own understanding of the law, not how the law says, not what the law says that they are reading out to us. And that is why you see even 5 judges sitting together to manage a case. You see differences. Maybe 2 will agree, 3 will agree, and 2 will be against. So because they are all looking at the cases from different angle, any judge who want to give judgment the way he or she want will give the judgment in his own way or her own way, because it's how you see the law that you will interpret it, and they have their way of seeing it from their own angle and not the real angle of the law. So they bring logic to it to ensure that they find loophole where they will say, that is like this. Then you will be seeing it black, the other will be seeing it red, the other will be seeing it white,
and the other person sees it to
so judges the court system is a problem in Nigeria. That's what is happening to Farotimi, Dele, is it Dele Farotimi?
Yes.
What is happening to him is paying me. I'm not happy with what is happening to him, because that will make other people not to even come up with information concerning the judicial system. Even medias will be afraid, because most Nigerian medias now that they are having relationship with government, and without the government they can't pay salary. If they are not giving you space to cover their event and they are paying you, how will you raise the fund to pay your workers? So it's not even everything they see that they air. You see, some will even, when you are talking sometimes on some TV stations, they will tell you, calm down, don't say so. Our TV station is not part of what you are saying. No.
Have you ever encountered such?
Yes, now, as a media person, they will tell you, don't go to that level. So we'll even tell you they are expecting contract from this from this agency, so don't say so. Don't say so. So Nigeria, the problem is too big for us. But God will help us. It
seems like every
God will help us to resolve the problem.
And every system.
And the moment the judicial system is not proper, democracy is shaking. Will be shaking.
Exactly.
And the moment the media is not standing well, democracy is equally not standing well. Once information is being shrink, then there's no democracy. Information, you can't shrink information from the people. And there will be no proper accountability without proper information.
Exactly.
So the media have a lot to do. But all the three angles of accountability in democracy, vertical, diagonal, and horizontal, none is working.
So what should be done?
What should be done is for us to all step up. Now, EFCC, they should help us. ICPC should help us on the side of civil servants. Because most of these civil servants, especially accountants, they are the one corrupting these politicians. And ICPC, they are in charge of civil servants who are not following the code of conduct of the service. But are they punishment that have been meted to these people?
Exactly.
You see, 2 days ago or so, a court in the southwest sentenced somebody who stole fowl to death.
Death sentence.
Death sentence.
Fowl.
Death sentence. Somebody that stole fowl. What about those that have stolen trillions?
And billions.
And none have been killed. None have been sentenced to death.
None has been jailed. You're talking about sentence. None has been jailed.
So where are we going? What are we telling ourselves? That is, if you have the means, you can get judgment. If you don't have the means, like the fowl stealer, you will not have judgment. They will even say your life should go.
It is well.
You get it.
May God help us in Nigeria. Well,
that is why you see police, EFCC, ICPC, the number of people that they will tell you they have jailed in a year, they are poor Nigerians.
Exactly.
Maybe somebody that people that have stolen matches.
You never get to see anybody who has held public office or
people that have stolen matches, people that have stolen 5,000 or 2 naira,
and people that have stolen fowl,
picking pocket. They are the ones they are jailing to hype their profile. And if you check all these number of persons that they say they have jailed, you will not see 1% elite in the society. They are all poor people, poor Nigerians who don't even have a voice
to speak.
The way we are practicing this democracy, I think we have to redefine it. Redefining it by way of changing our character, by way of changing our individual behavior.
It is well. We are out of time. But then, in 2 seconds, help us make sense out of this revocation that has affected Buhari Foundation and others, Akume, Abbas, and Onoge land titles. Just in 2 seconds. We're out of time.
It's political.
It's political. I wanted you to say something because you seem to be political, isn't it?
It's political. I'm a political scientist. Now, there are people, all these House of Rep members and senators, the Minister of FCT have to give them land to have a home in Abuja. Maybe he has not seen space where he can get that land from. And now, he has found a loophole from those that have not been paying. It's my man, FCT minister is my man. He's an action minister. He's an action person. And if he means something, he do it.
But then this particular
what is there that
this particular one?
The people that he has revoked their land, their CFO now, they caused it.
They did.
Yes, they caused it, and they gave him the chance to do it because they failed to pay for that CFO. Over the years, they have not paid for it. And now they are looking for a way of generating revenue internally. So revoking it is the best option for him. And but these other big names that you see there, he uses those big names to cover up what he's doing.
Your man is using these big names to cover up.
He uses the name, it's a propaganda. But okay, he did not hit just poor people. He hit even the biggest fishes in the ocean.
To pile up his profile.
You understand? The biggest fishes in the ocean, he hit them too. But the same big people, He's to allocate this land to the politicians, to do those that he need to go
back to them.
He will still reallocate some of these lands to these same names that you see here.
I love the fact that you're being truthful. Well, at this point, this is where we draw the curtain on today's show. Thank you so much, Oriri, for coming.
It's my pleasure always.
I have for coming, and thank you for being truthful.
Happy Christmas! Don't forget to share Kaftan rice Christmas and
I'm not like that. I'm not like some of your political. See you some other time and keep watching Kaftan television. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Happy festive period in advance. Bye for now.